The headlines first. If the security forces continue differential actions against Meitei village volunteers and Kuki militants, outbreak of civil war is imminent, Taragi Cheshu. Kuki militants used ambulance to enter Kautruk village to carry out the barbaric attacks. Kuki NP falsely misleading the general public. Kokomi. Manipur CM calls drone bomb attacks terrorism, vows action. A very good evening. Welcome to ELITETV. You're watching Primetime English News. I'm Chongtham, Amrita, and these are the news in details. Taragi Cheshu has cautioned that being disappointed with the inactivity of the state government, if the general public resort to mass movement, the state will be plunged into total jeopardy and thus urged to take immediate steps to end the current crisis in the state. The statement was made today by Taragi Cheshu co-chairperson Dr. R.K. Nimai during a press meet at the Taragi Cheshu office at Porompat, which was held in connection with the recent incidences of fresh bombing incidents using sophisticated drones by Kuki militants. During the press meet, Dr. R.K. Nimai further stated that during the drone attacks, innocent people have been killed and several people have been injured. However, when the state security forces tried to rush for reinforcement, they were stopped by the central security forces, and he raised the question as to why they were stopped. He further raised the question that by carrying out search operations and recovering some weapons cannot bring a solution to the current crisis. He stressed that the state and central security forces are only engaged in arresting Meitei village volunteers while totally letting free the Kuki militants in the hill areas. This is a clear sign that the state and central government are carrying out differential steps towards the Meitei village volunteers and Kuki militants. He stressed that if such move continues, then outbreak of a civil war is imminent.
Public mass movement the Madugi Sidesida, mass movement Laxida, Missimina, Yam Tolakpele, Madu Toting the Sarkana could have you. And the Masi Tolopakanda, Madugi Hose, 2 years wherever, but it's late in the Bay Telegram, Manoramagi incident of Bay Telegram. Masiki saw was he Paul Akata, TM Corporate, no make up the 2 years deal. Language Gida, we who told me a big Madame Dugi Madras presidency, the no wake up, say, we don't be against the lies. At the view of this, how was in a yogurti, see the Nava Kirate.
The armed immigrant Kuki groups used an ambulance to infiltrate Meitei villages under the guise of essential emergency services, leading to the killing of a 31-year-old mother and the injuring of her daughter and 9 other village volunteers in Kautruk, Imphal West District on September 1, 2024. In a statement, the Kokomi said that the ambulance has confirmed to have come from the Leimakong area, which houses one of the largest army camps. The Kuki narco-terrorists have grossly violated and misused the sanctity of a humanitarian service vehicle, committing an inhuman crime that reflects their lack of moral and ethical integrity. Shockingly, a woman in the background was heard appreciating these barbaric forces and celebrating the death of a young mother and the injury of her minor child. In stark contrast to the evidence from video footage, photos and ground reports, the Kuki NP quickly issued a press release that appeared to be preemptively drafted before the actual incident occurred. The timing of their press release coincided suspiciously with the attack, making it evident that the incident was premeditated. KOKI-NP played a significant role in misleading the public, engaging in a disinformation campaign designed to deceive. Some national and local media outlets were initially misled by the press release, but later corrected their reports after realizing the truth and exposing the lies perpetuated by KOKI-NP during the attack. The Manipur police have clearly stated that several highly sophisticated drones were used by KOKI militants to carry out the attack at Kautruk villages. Later in the day, some national media outlets withdrew their reports from various platforms after realizing the false and deceptive narratives that aim to confuse the public and cover up the crimes and disruptions caused by these barbaric armed KOKI immigrant groups. Simply relying on the press release of the most deceitful group in the region without verifying the content is very dangerous and they need to be strictly checked. Since being exposed for this PR stunt, KOKI-NP has continuously propagated lie after lie, with yesterday's press release crossing the bounds of humanity, justifying an act of terror by their so-called KOKI volunteers who used an ambulance to infiltrate Meitei villages and kill an innocent mother while critically injuring her young daughter is utterly despicable. KOKI-NP even attempted to justify a woman celebrating with these terrorist barbarians who were having a meal inside the very ambulance used in the attack. We demand immediate action against those who carried out the attack, as their identities have been revealed through social media, including the ambulance's registration number. If the state government fails to take appropriate action, public trust in the current administration could erode, leading to potentially extreme measures being taken to avenge the mother's death and her daughter's injuries, it added. Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh condemned the use of drones to drop bombs on civilian populations and security forces, calling it an act of terrorism. In a statement on his X handle, Biren Singh described the attacks as cowardly and said the state government takes such unprovoked assaults very seriously. He assured that necessary responses would be taken to combat such forms of terrorism against the indigenous population. Biren Singh also denounced all forms of violence and called for the people of Manipur to unite against hate, division and separatism. Amidst the prevailing tense situation in Manipur, a fresh incident of violence has rocked the state after 2 bombs allegedly dropped by drones exploded in Senjam-Chirang Maning region of the state on September 2. The incident reportedly took place around 6:20 p.m., leaving a young woman, 23-year-old Watham Sanatombi Devi, daughter of W. Gambhi from Senjam-Chirang Maning Laikai, injured. The attack has raised serious concerns about the increasing use of drones in violent acts within the region. Authorities are investigating the incident to identify those responsible and to assess the security implications of this alarming development. Meanwhile, Manipur DGP Rajesh Singh conducted a thorough visit to the violence-affected Kadangban and Kautruk areas on September 3. The visit follows a series of drone attacks on September 1 and 2 that caused significant damage to local residences. During his visit, DGP Singh engaged with residents assessing the extensive damage inflicted by the aerial assaults. He acknowledged the gravity of the situation, stating, "This drone attack is an unprecedented incident for Manipur. We have escalated the matter and are addressing it with utmost seriousness. We have initiated communication with top officials in Delhi, including the DG of NSG and his team, who will soon be joined by other experts to tackle this issue." To counter the drone threat, a specialized committee has been formed, and DGP Singh assured that potential solutions are actively being explored. He emphasized ongoing operations in the hill regions, which have also been targeted by these attacks, noting that recent combing operations have led to significant recoveries. DGP Singh highlighted the Manipur government's commitment with the Chief Minister personally engaging with key stakeholders to address the crisis. A piggery farmer, Sagolsem Robin from Hayen Sorokarong, has expressed that when he approached the state veterinary department for sending test samples of pigs with the recent unknown deaths of pigs across the state, his request was denied by the authorities of state veterinary and animal husbandry department on the ground that his pig does not have ear tags. The statement was made today at the Manipur Press Club during a press meet. Addressing the media persons, Sagolsem Robin further stated that in the last year, more than 100 pigs died due to outbreak of suspected swine flu affecting piggery farmers. This hardship has been widened by this year's recent deaths of pigs in the state. This has caused economic distress to pig rearers in the state. He further added that the samples of his pigs were already submitted to the state veterinary department. However, upon delay in receipt of the results, he approached the office and was informed that due to long gap, the results could not be obtained and informed him to notify the department the next time any death of pig is reported. He accordingly reported the same to the officials of State Veterinary Department when another pig died, but the official stated that his pig does not have any ear tag and his test cannot be conducted.
Sumaina thaba ko pasi kamai to ko pre ese nang thage hai tadi nang nasai pocket degi lupa lising ma chani tinga ga chamai thage ko gani adu jai thajar ge khosar ge na hai gi bele ko madam ji ang phone taw ya adu maina mathagi numisida aina ngasai gi ogi sia ka na pek taro ga chamai pukhana ba taw je chamai pukhala ka ji moi adu di nang postmortem gi tongna ba keno ma application mi iro hai application ji ira thajale doctor ge ji atang manung ni chen nei moi director laga tawse hai director manak ta moi sakre director manak yo bi thola ga moi nam kare hai postmortem nang ji keno ya taking to ga bani na postmortem to bi yaro hai ai na moi dai ya taking to ga postmortem to bi ya ju boi ta di kari gi mamang da ai pham da laga noi postmortem ya taking to ga ok to kai do gi postmortem to bi no ba.
Lumsang and Sekmai Joint Club Organization of 42 clubs named Rural United Clubs Organization Lumsang Senior Member C.H. Basanta has expressed that during night times, villages, neighboring hills and fringe areas are under total darkness, resembling the times when there was no electricity. Such differential treatment of the state government and its inability to trace the whereabouts of two missing teens, Ningthaujam Abinash and Maibam Anthony, till date is not acceptable to the general public. The statement was made today during a press meet held at the Manipur Press Club. During the press meet, the C.H. Basanta further stated that after some months of supposed silence, fresh attacks by Koke militants targeting Meitei villages using sophisticated drones and carrying out bombing in Meitei areas have taken place in the past few days. Such act of the Koke militants is incomparable to that of war between two countries. He continued that the current crisis, which has been engulfing the state of Manipur for more than 15 months, is not presenting any signs of returning back to peace and normalcy. In such a condition, villages of fringe areas are left alone to their fates with no proper security and protection from the state or central authorities. He added that the state government has issued notification of taking stringent actions against individuals who are found giving shelters to village volunteers and taking advantage of the absence of village volunteers. That Koke militants have launched the fresh attacks, killing and injuring several people again. Such act of the state government is not acceptable and calls for condemnation. He does appeal to state and concerned authorities to strive for bringing back peace and normalcy in strife-torn Manipur at the earliest.
singasina matam khara lepur matungda asigum laba kautruk ke jaga sida bom thadarak drone toroga kan makongi bom ji masing langam dana thadarak podagi nongmai bom dana pan dana khoi gi surbula haina ngangbam ongbi surbula si khoi laikhidre adugi matungda ngarang si amno nuai taba thuduk amada senjam sirangi jaga da sungarang si khoi gi bom si drone toroga bom si masing khangna thadarak masing langam dana mafam si khangdana thadarak podagi imung dalai jaba macin manau ani haibatai watham sanatombi amasung watham sanatombi jina sahi kuni thoi suba adugo watham sanatombi jina sahi kun suruba.
A one-day awareness program on human rabies and its impact was held today at Enhancement, Andhra. It was organized by Integrated Disease Surveillance Unit, Imphal East, under the initiative of National Rabies Control Program. About 50 locals of Enhancement, Andhra participated in the program. Resource person, namely Dr. Potan Konsam, District Surveillance Officer, Imphal East District, spoke about the disease, rabies, and its impact during the program. As part of Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan campaign, a one-day school awareness program on tobacco was held today at CC Higher Secondary School, Imphal. Dr. N. Sanjoy Singh, Medical Officer, Imphal East District CMO Pool, KH Memtonbi Devi, Principal, CC Higher Secondary School, and W. Thamapati, District Social Welfare Officer, Imphal East, graced the occasion as Chief Guest, President, and Guest of Honor, respectively. Meitei Alliance has condemned the heinous terror unleashed on 1st September 2024 by Kuki terrorists at Meitei villages of Kautruk and Kadangban of Imphal West District in Manipur. In a statement, the Meitei Alliance said that the Kuki terrorists used high-tech drones and rocket-propelled projectiles for aerial bombing, followed by heavy gun firing that killed a young woman and injured 9, including a 12-year-old daughter of the deceased woman. While we acknowledge the statements from the government of Manipur and the police of taking necessary measures to hold the terrorists accountable, we also need to see concrete actions. It is disheartening and deeply worrying that 60,000 central military and paramilitary forces who have been deployed for counter-terrorism have not been able to protect the lives, livelihood and properties of the citizens from the Kuki terrorists. This inaction of the central forces simply encourages the Kuki terrorists to unleash terror to disturb any kind of possible peace efforts in the state. The unwarranted terror forced the villagers to flee their homes and take shelter elsewhere, while the Kuki terrorists commit arsons and plunder. Such modus operandi of terrorism have been carried out many times in the past. The question is, when Kuki terrorists have been repeatedly violating India's constitution and international humanitarian laws, what has gone wrong with the government of India that it has not taken up stringent actions against them? The ongoing violence by Kuki terrorist groups is primarily driven by their efforts to pressure the government into halting actions against illegal immigration, deforestation for poppy plantations, and the expansion of the illicit narcotics trade from Southeast Asia's Golden Triangle into India via Manipur. While we support these government actions, we urge the Indian government to fulfill its fundamental duty of protecting citizens from these terrorist groups, it added. Empowering adolescents and youths, a one-day social-emotional learning sensitization program was held today at the premises of Kids Foundation, Ghari. It was organized by Lions Club of Imphal Laimero. Many students and teachers of the Kids Foundation, Ghari participated at the program. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Konika Khuraizam, chairperson of the Lions Club of Imphal Laimero, said that every adolescent needs some essential skills in life. The present students cannot avail such essential skills from the school syllabus. Most of the students think only for high marks in the examination. This is wrong concept. She suggested the students to get some essential skills apart from their study.
See Lions Club of Imphal Leimarolna Lion Quest ki makhada adolescents amadi youth singi social emotional learning haiba sigi matangda sensitization ama tawjagani Kids Foundation gari gi school complex manungda aduga haiba program ase hojik kan gi angang sing haibadi hogalariba adolescents mayam sina moina punsi da changraba yadraba life skill khara darkar leiriba haibadi school da tamba chatpa matam sida koina tammi se achumbadi basically ekoi academic oina lairik oina tambagi mawong do oina chathare hojikan je mark yam phanggadabani tuition yam chatgadabani hena adom nangda in gibana angang sing se gi punsi da changraba yadraba skill khara leiba life skill khara imanaba kamaina tinagani decision kamaina lawgani how to say no.
Now let's take a short break and we will return with more news updates. Stay tuned.
Ado medical entrance test ta khalaudre haibigi karimata nuksa thiningai leite ataba mamalda cell ichang changdana doctor ama oibe yabagi khudong chaba leire Bangladesh ki tongan ba maming leiraba medical college kaya da tambagi khudong chaba leire college sing adidi Dhaka Central International Medical College, City Medical College Gazipur, Southern Medical College Chittagong, Sylhet Women's Medical College Sylhet, Rangpur Community Medical College Rangpur, IBN Sina Medical College Dhaka, Maina Moti Medical College Kumila, Central Medical College Kumila, Medical College for Women Dhaka, Brahmanbaria Medical College Brahmanbaria, Parkview Medical College Sylhet, Sahabuddin Medical College Dhaka, Prime Medical College Rangpur, Hena Kupamuro Kidamak contact the view, Salam Global Education, Kwakaitel Bazaar, Imphal West. Contact number 9436049715. Natroga 70055432246. Shri Shri Gaurachandriya Namaha Purba Shamdai Khoi Khwai Bukon Biramba Khumuk Jamnaba Kumar Singhana Magi Nungsizaraba Imung Manung Sagai Natai Marup Mapang Khwai Pum Namak Puthadok Lamlaga Haukiba Tang Kunganipan Thanipan English Singaniga Kungamari Tawan Gi Kungamangani Pan Ba Yumsake Sanumita Shri Guru Gi Kripa Daki Base Olaga Kunjabi Hari Das Haibanam Pangzaduna Brindaban Prapti Oikre Lakliba Tang Ani Thamapan English Singaniga Kungamari Tawan Gi Kungamapani Pan Baning Thauka Panumita Asti Sanjay Lokacharaga Tang Tara Thamapan English Singaniga Kungamari Langban Gitarit Nipan Ba Leipak Pokpanumita Chira Utsab Din Thokle Numit Asida Laikhidraba Vaisnov Ki Atma Santi Gidamak Ngamzaba Hai Lei Kharadang Hari Sankirtan Galunina Shri Shri Gaurachandra Mahaprabhu Gi Charanda Kachagadauri Upalakshya Asida Brahman Vaisnov Ahalaman Amadi Marupapang Khwai Kibikna Matam Chana Lengbidaktuna Harinam Shraban Taubiranaba ELITETV Gi Thongda Pauzenjari Thoram Pareng Ayupung Nipan Bekatpa Ayupung Mapan Sankirtan Hoba Ayupung Taramathoiga Minute Kuntra Shraddha Loiba Pauzenjari B Srimati Khumukcham Dhani Devi Shahadharmini Amadi Mahaki Imung Manung Singh Changangai Makhalekai.
With over 40 years of excellence in diagnostics, we proudly introduce a new era of compassionate healthcare. Experience expert care across 20+ specialized fields tailored just for you. From critical interventions to personalized treatments, your well-being is our priority. With cutting-edge technology, every procedure is handled with precision and care. Enjoy the perfect blend of comfort and care, enhancing your healing journey. From routine checkups to advanced care, our dedicated team ensures you're in safe hands. Discover a new standard in healthcare. Babina Hospital, where hope meets compassion. Visit us at Sajiva Jail Road, Imphal East. Follow us on social media for the latest updates.
Welcome back, and let's continue with more updates. Using drone bombing tactics is done during wars with countries and by terrorists in killing innocent civilians. Further, drones which are capable of dropping bombs are highly sophisticated drones which work on advanced technology. This has raised the question as to how the Kuki militants are in possession of such highly sophisticated weapons. State must immediately conduct inquiry in this and punish those perpetrators who are involved in such incidents. The statement and demand was raised today by Mayay Yumpham Kuman Kanglay Apunba Itinpham Mayang Imphal. A release issued by convener C.H. Mangal has expressed that the action of bombing Meitei residential areas in Kadangban, Sinamkul and Kautruk using drones by Kuki militants is nothing but a terrorist act. The release added that such activities of the Kuki militants carrying out drone attacks targeting Meitei villages clearly shows that there are strong forces operating behind the Kuki militants. The release also vehemently condemned the unresponsive nature of the Assam Rifles personnel who remained as silent spectators even when the Kuki militants killed and injured several innocent Meitei people, destroying villages using drone attacks. The release demanded taking actions against the biased Assam Rifles personnel. Manipur IMA has strongly condemned the recent attacks by the Kuki militants where they employed drone bombing techniques, killing and injuring several people under Kautruk village where a young woman was killed and her minor daughter was injured. Manipur IMA has expressed deep sorrows over the demise of the innocent woman and has also expressed that they share the sorrows of the bereaved family. The release added that beginning May 3 last year, the Kuki militants have been carrying out incessant attacks against Meitei people, killing several hundreds. However, centrally appointed security advisor and 80,000 security forces are doing nothing to save the innocent Meitei people. They have thus demanded that the security advisor and 80,000 security forces be sent back to their homes. Men's Indian team of Sepak Takraw, currently participating in the ongoing 37th Kings Cup World Sepak Takraw Championship at Korat, Thailand, has bagged runners-up title in Premier Rigu event, while women's team has bagged the silver medal. Men's Indian team players Y. Akash, W. Henry, Amarjit, Lokhol, Amasho and A. Ashok demonstrated highly appreciable performance under the guidance of coaches B. Angoba Sharma from Oiriba, Imphal East, Singjamai Kongba Road, Bhaigyapati Laikai and coach Hemraj from Delhi. In yesterday's women's match, Indian women's team defeated China's team and Singapore's team by 2-0 each in the Premier Rigu event. In a significant move to combat the rising menace of spam calls and messages, telecom service providers have taken decisive action by blacklisting more than 50 entities and disconnecting over 2.75 lakh mobile numbers and telecom resources. This crackdown comes in the wake of stringent directives issued by the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India (TRAI) on August 13, aimed at curbing the misuse of telecom networks by unregistered telemarketers. TRAI's directives mandated immediate cessation of promotional voice calls from unregistered telemarketers, emphasizing that non-compliance would result in severe consequences, including the disconnection and blacklisting of telecom resources for up to 2 years. The swift response from telecom operators is expected to bring substantial relief to consumers plagued by unsolicited calls and messages. In the statement, TRI underscored the importance of these measures, urging all stakeholders to adhere to the new guidelines. The regulator stressed that collective compliance is crucial for creating a more efficient and spam-free telecom environment benefiting millions of users across the country. The Guwahati High Court suspended Sonitpur Additional District and Sessions Judge Ranju Medhi with immediate effect for alleged involvement in bribery. In its order, the High Court on September 2 instructed that Judge Ranju Medhi be suspended while departmental proceedings are underway. Furthermore, the order stated that Medhi will be stationed in the headquarters at Sonitpur, Tejpur. Medhi is currently working as a special judge of Pokso Court in Sonitpur. The order also directed that the judge will not be allowed to leave the station without prior permission of the Guwahati High Court. Meanwhile, the Sonitpur District and Sessions Judge will take over charge of the court and office of the Additional District and Sessions Judge Sonitpur Tejpur during the period of suspension, the order stated. The High Court order states, upon suspension, headquarters of Sri Medhi shall be at Tejpur, Sonitpur. He shall not leave the station without prior permission of the Honorable Guwahati High Court. During the period of suspension, the District and Sessions Judge Sonitpur at Tejpur will be in charge of the court and office of the Additional District of Sessions Judge Sonitpur Tejpur. For ELITETV News Channel, contact your email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. And now before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. If the security forces continue differential actions against Meitei village volunteers and Kuki militants, outbreak of civil war is imminent, Taragi Jeshu. Kuki militants used ambulance to enter Kautruk village to carry out the barbaric attacks. Kuki NP falsely misleading the general public, Kokomi. Manipur CM calls drone bomb attacks terrorism, vows action. Well, that was all the news we had for today. Thank you for watching ELITETV English News. I'm your host, Chongtham Amrita, signing off. Have a good night.